Hey, welcome everyone. We're doing a painting early in the morning. It is quite early. It's 5:45 in the morning here in Seattle on a Sunday morning. I'm gonna get my live opened up here in case I get anybody this early in the chat room. I know it's early for me, but it's already 9 o'clock on the East Coast, and it's probably late in the evening in Europe. So maybe we'll get some people in from Europe today. That would be cool. There's my Dundee Award. Somebody's going to win that. I got a new map started up there. Let me get started. I've been doing a lot of still life. Not a lot, but I usually do landscapes. I'm a landscape artist. There's one there. Just in case you're new to the channel. And then lately I've been doing these still lifes. Let me show you one. I'm going to do one this morning. Just like a coffee table or a wine table. I put certain items down on there. So let's get started. I improvise. I don't have any ideas right now. I just like to improvise. Oh, I got to get some water. See what I mean? I'm not prepared. That's all right. It's live. That's the way I operate, on the fly, you know. So I'm going to get started. This is 11 by 14, so it's fairly small. What I've been doing is just laying some kind of washed out colors in the background. Some nice like pastel colors back here. Different colors. Oh, I need to get a little pink out here. I don't have any red on my palette. Hold on. So I'd put like pinks, purples, greens, and blues up in the back there. I use a wet brush and try and get them to mix a little. That way you get some different tones in there. We'll use some blue. This is going to be my background color, so it looks really cool when I put the scene on top of this. the morning, Sunday morning. I actually got up early. I got up like right around 4 o'clock this morning. Made a cup of coffee. I had a piece of cake with the coffee. Sat down, watched a few videos on YouTube, and before you know it, it's already 6 o'clock. It's like the mornings, they can really pass by pretty quick. So here it is, 6 o'clock already. I'm off today, so I get to do, today I'm going to go to the art store, Dick Blick's. It's kind of in a neighborhood, it's called Capitol Hill here in Seattle. I don't mind going there, it's just, you have to pay for parking. I hope I cleaned this. I don't think I did. Nope. See my soft brush. I forgot to clean it, so now there's acrylic paint on the very end, so it's really hard. So I'm going to have to clean that later. But I have another soft brush here I haven't used yet. It's a new number 12. I'm going to kind of blend the colors together while it's still a little wet. Soften it down a bit. Yeah, so Capitol Hill, I like going there to the art store, Dick Blick's, but I don't mind going there, but you have to pay for parking, and they don't have the physical meters there, and you have to use this special website to pay for it, and I'm like, I don't even know how to do it, so, but I don't mind going on Sunday because parking is free today. That's what I'm going to end up doing. So I can go there and not worry about parking. Let me move my rose. I picked a rose from outside yesterday to try and do a flower, since I've never really done flowers before. I make up my own flowers. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick layout with the light gray. I should use a different color because it's hard to cover this gray. It bleeds through the color. So what I'm going to do today, I'm not going to do the table yet. I'm going to do my items first, then put the table kind of around. I'm going to put a flower pot here again. I like to have some flowers in here coming up and fill this corner of the painting. So I'm going to put a flower pot. I'll start at the top here. I think I'll do a round top. And now I'll make let's see how this turns out. Let's do like a milk. We'll come down with the curve, and then I'm going to come down kind of straight. And I think that'll be it. This will be my flower pot. So what am I going to have? I'm going to do a bottle of wine. We'll do it pretty tall today. We'll do a bottle of wine today. Getting a little off on my angles here. And then it's going to be a big items on here. That's all right. I'll just do them all in order. We'll see how it comes out. I'll do a glass here. There we go. This will look cool. So I guess I'll just do a table at an angle here, like this, coming through. Maybe it's like sitting on a bar or something. That way I can put another item over here if I want. That'll look cool. All right, there we go. So I got all my items in here. I like to put a cork in the wine bottle and put a label on it with this filled with wine and the wine down about halfway. There we go. That looks good. So maybe this is a bar top. So we'll see. I'll make this like a wooden table is what I'll do. This will be fun. So I'm going to start with the vase. I'm going to pick a cool color for my vase. Probably, I think I'm going to go with yellow today. A yellow vase with a little bit of yellow ochre in it. So it's not like a bright yellow. So what I'll do, take a little bit of yellow and a little bit of yellow ochre. Just a little yellow ochre. Mix it in that yellow. like it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of do this like I do my landscapes. Let me put my new brush back over here now that I cleaned it. So I'm going to actually do this vase first with like a undertone. I'm going to make it burnt umber. But this burnt umber has a little white in it, okay? So what I'm going to do is first put it in brown, okay? And it doesn't even have to be filled in all the way. It's just an undertone. The yellow will go on top of this, okay? Very good. For my bottle of wine, I already got an undertone there, so I'm going to leave it. While this is drying, I'll do the bottle. I'm going to do it like a dark red. So I have, this is red violet. I'm going to mix a little bit of, just a little bit of black in the red violet to darken it up a bit. Just a little black. I think I'm going to tone it down a bit and put a little spot of white in it to lighten it up just a bit. There we go. All right. Let's do the bottle of wine next. Too much water on my brush. I like to do the items first, and then I'll do the table around it. Okay. I don't have a flat brush, so I'm using a filbert brush. But I think when you do paintings like this, you need a flat brush. When I do my landscapes, I always use a filbert brush, so that's why I don't have any flat brushes. All right, there's my wine. This is going to come out looking good. Simple, but I mean, it's fun. It's fun to do. Let me do, I think I could do my table now because the glass is going to be clear. So I want to make this a wooden top, like a bar top. So I'm going to use a darker color than this. So I got a little burnt umber. Darken that color up a bit. The same color. Hopefully everybody's doing good today. Today's my day. I gotta go to bed early. I gotta be at Michael's tomorrow at 2:30 in the morning for the truck. Our delivery truck comes biggest. Oh yeah, that's good. I got my second cup of coffee I'm on right now. Hard Dickens cider, right on. I've heard that joke before. The kids won't get it, but that's all right. There's no kids watching. I never got good at jokes. I can never remember them, that's why. I got a friend that tells jokes all the time, and uh, sometimes, he tells me the same joke for the same month over and over again. Yeah, you already told me that. So this is going to be a wooden top bar top. Instead of a coffee table, it's going to be a bar top. It really looks cool when you paint around the items. For some reason, it makes it look more like it's more pleasing to the eye, I think. Instead, if you painted your table first and then put the items on there, it doesn't work. So you could try it if you want, but I found that doing it this way, it just looks a lot better. So I'm going to have some, since my glass is on the table, I'm going to have some wine in here. So the top part's going to reflect, the table's going to reflect through some of the glass here. So I'm going to make part of the glass brown here. And I'll have to work it a little bit. But we'll put that reflection through there. The bottom of the glass is going to be glass. We'll just fill it in with a lighter brown, like this. This will be red in there. I'm going to put a red wine in there. All right, very good. We're getting there. Daniel's in the house. Yeah. All right, I'm going to make this yellow now. Should be dry. I've already mixed yellow and yellow ochre. Let me get my... Are you going to do a live today, Daniel? Number 10. All right, here's this is going to be, this almost looks like a milk jug, but maybe this is what they would have in a bar. They're not going to have a fancy flower pot. Unless there's a female bartender. So we'll make this yellow. I put brown underneath it because it's a good undertone for yellow. Okay, when I do my landscapes. I'm trying to use some of my landscape skills in this still life painting. Because I've only done a few of these in my life. Look at that. Perfect. Now instead of making this lighter, I'm going to probably darken up the, I'll have the light coming from the right. So I'll either lighten this side or darken this side, one or the other. We'll see. It's looking pretty good. Wow. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. I think I'm going to darken this side. Let's see. A little darker than that. I can't believe you're. Yeah, it's late where you're at. It's still early here in Seattle. It's really early here. Ba-da-ba. Looking good. Wow. Still life in the morning. I got my coffee. Let's see if I got this zoomed in good enough. Yeah, that's good enough. I looked up some things like this isn't a coffee table, but it's going to be a bar top. But there's a lot of things you can do if you do this coffee top type of painting. There's so many items. You could put books in there. You could put candles. I looked up a list of things that would go on a coffee table. This was always there, like a flower vase, vase with flowers. So that's actually the main part, the flowers, because I'm gonna get them to roll over here, fill this whole thing in with flowers. So that's what actually the painting's about. This vase is what it's about. So all this other stuff is just noise. I'm gonna get my branches started in there. I'm using, if you want to know what kind of paint I'm using, is Amsterdam sap green for the leaves and stuff. For the green part of the flowers, I put a little black in it. Let me finish the lip. So on the lip of my flower pot, I'm going to actually darken it up. So it, and I'll probably put a lip on the bottom of it. This is like going to be some kind of pottery, I guess. We'll put a lip around the top part, and then like some kind of banner, a banner down here. There we go. That looks good. All right, now I can put my flowers in. Not the flowers, but the leaves down here. How I get this started, I'll just fill this in with, this is green, dark green. I'm going to just fill in the center of the hole. First I fill it in, and then I'll bring some of it out over the lip, just a little bit. Don't cover the whole lip up. And there we got the start of the flower pot. Very nice. Doesn't that look cool already? That looks like I can leave it like that. And I'm going to take a little yellow and green. You don't have to use sap green. Sap green's more for outdoor plants or like trees. You could use a brighter green if you want to highlight it with some brighter green. Or you can just use yellow like this, and it'll blend into the green there. Just to get some highlights going in there. That looks good. I'm already an expert on still lifes. I'm going to put a label on here. I think I'm going to put the label this way today. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. All right, I don't know what kind of red wine that's going to be, but it's open here. Actually, this is going to be uncorked, so I'm going to put the it'll be like a metal. I'll either make that silver or gold or something, because it's already been corked, uncorked. So it's going to have a cork in it. I'll make it darker as soon as that dries. Let me put some wine in here. So I'm going to get a little red and mix it with my red violet. It's kind of fun. It's not a landscape, but it's really fun. It's fun to do. Wow, it really looks good in my camera. Wow. I don't even have the flowers done yet. Flowers is going to really make this look good. All right, I'm going to mix some red in that. It's red violet with some regular red to get the color of my wine in this glass. Hopefully it looks good. Boo-doo-boo-boo-doo-boo. think the top. Cool. I just got to outline this in white, and it should look like a clear glass then. All right, so in my bottle, I'm going to put that same red in here. Let's see, I'm going to put it down about to here. The bottle's like half. Maybe I'll put it up a little higher. So the bottle is like maybe a quarter empty, maybe. Looking good. Put a little white spot there. Let me frame my glass in to make it look a little better. I should use the liner brush, but I mean, yeah, I'm going to use the angle brush so I can get a fine edge on the glass. Do 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 do. Wow, this is looking really good. I don't know if you guys like this or not, but kind of fun to paint. There we go. That looks all right now. I don't try and make it look perfect because then it doesn't. Then it looks. I kind of like the way this looks when you got kind of a rough sketch up there, you know. Uh, it looks more real to me. Like you could tell an artist did it. Like if I tried to make that glass perfect, you know, I like the way it looks like it's a little off. It's hard to explain, but you probably know what I mean. cork. Anybody want some wine? Later on, after I gotta have breakfast after this, then I'm gonna go to Dick Blick's and get some new fan brushes. If you've watched me before, I've been using this same fan brush for months now. Look how wore out it is. It's an oil fan brush because I can't find it anymore. So I'm gonna go to Dick Blick's to see if they have one similar to this today. It's like the it's a pretty good brush. I mean, it's the filbert brush. This cheap. This is just a cheap acrylic brush. This is my go-to brush for landscapes because I'll do like big paintings, and this really gets the paint on there. It's a number 12. And then that fan brush I use for bushes and clouds, everything, so I need it. But it's getting pretty wore out. I think today I'm going to do yeah, I sleep, Bonnie. I had a good night's sleep. uh, but I've been off all week. I was off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They didn't give me any work at Michael's. There's my tag. It sat there all week. Uh, then they called me yesterday. They wanted me to go in yesterday afternoon, but I already had another job going on. I go, no, you should have scheduled me. But so I'm off today. I've been doing these still lifes. I've already got 4 behind me up there. Because I think these are going to sell when I go to the market in a couple weeks. They might even sell better than my landscapes, but I like the way this one came out. It's just like blue, pink, and green in there. Just 3 colors, kind of gray and black. All right, I think I'm going to put either Mr. Lincoln roses or Queen Elizabeth roses. I think will go good in here with the pink. The Queen Elizabeth roses are, yeah, they almost look like this right here, this section. I think it'll go good. So, well, I think the Mr. Lincoln roses are red. Those would probably look good too. I don't know. All right, I got to darken up the wine glass a little bit. Looks like cheap wine. We don't want cheap wine in there. We want some dark red wine. Alright, let's see. What am I doing next? I'm going to get started on the flower stems now. Looking good. People are dropping out. I know it's probably boring watching this, but it's more fun painting it than watching it, for sure. I think I'm going to do the Queen Elizabeth roses, since I'm going to make them a little bigger. Kind of show you how I do them. First I make like an egg shape. You want to get like different colors inside there. Make like an egg shape first, and then you put the petals on afterwards. This is yeah, Queen Elizabeth roses. I'll put a half a dozen in there. Two more. I'll put one kind of like sneaking off over here. There we go. Bit it, bit it, boo. Do 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 do. Bonnie's in the house. Are you still there, Bonnie? Oh, okay. Yeah, it is relaxing, huh? It's looking good. Looking good. I've never done flowers before. I'm kind of winging it. I have this one kind of bending down. It's looking good. Oh, lilacs. All right, I'll look those up when I'm done. Yeah, because I need some flower ideas. Lilacs. All right. Lilacs. I'll try a bright green in here. Yeah, it's looking good. Looking good. All right, I'm going to put the rest of my roses together. pretty cool. I'll add some more white to it here in a second when it dries. There we go. Pretty cool roses, huh? They haven't bloomed yet. They're still kind of closed in a little bit. It's looking pretty good for, I'm just a landscape artist. I like the angle of the table, the way it's sitting. I can almost put a candle. I could put some kind of candle back here, but I'd have to paint it through the glass, through the wine glass. And I've never done that before. Wow. I'm really digging this. It's only been an hour, so the ones I did, the last 4 I did took like an hour and 20 minutes. So I'm going to put a nice edge on my table here, if I can. There we go. Little things like that really help. That's how I'm going to do my shadows today. I don't want to paint them in. This is going to indicate shadows. that just gives the bar top some character in the wood. All right, this is looking good. I gotta. I think I'm about done with this one. What time is it? That 7 o'clock. That art store doesn't open till 10 o'clock. I don't know what I'm going to do for 3 more hours. Wow, I really like this one. This one came out pretty good. The colors are pretty awesome. Thanks, Bonnie. Yeah, I'm really happy with this one. I'm going to fix my wine glass real quick because with the liner brush, put some black in it here and there because there's some tricks about uh, doing glass to make it look like glass. Kind of hard. Some of it's almost gray. Instead of white, you use a gray. I'll have to leave it. I'll have to look into how you do clear glass. I mean, it looks okay for now. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. All right, guys. I think I'm going to have breakfast now, and then I'm going to do another live, but I'm going to find some old paintings that I never finished and work on those. I'll probably be able to do 3 of them at a time, one after another. I've got a lot of paintings I never finished, so I got to start working on those. There we go. I'm done with this one for now. Oh, I want to make this silver up there. I never did finish my rim here. There we go. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Have some breakfast. Look at that. I'm really happy with that one. It's half a dozen roses. Thanks, Bonnie. You too. Hopefully I find the brushes I want. All right, you guys have a good day. Have a good Sunday. Cheers.